are superheroes!
We are superheroes!
Yay! Yay!
Children are like clay. The way we mold them is the way they become. This made us inspect our education system, our way of molding our kids. Our team then came up with some intriguing questions. Questions such as, the world is changing, but is our education system changing with the world? Are we teaching our kids relevant things that will be important in their lives or irrelevant things that will only be used in exam halls? What are the new developments in countries that excel in education and what needs to be adopted in Nepal too? Finding answers unsatisfactory, our team set out to find a solution. After numerous keyboard strokes and discussions, we finally found one. Life skill based education. It is gaining popularity across the world because here we prepare kids for life, not for standardized tests. To design our program, we asked ourselves what are the most essential things in life and what humans really seeked and cared for. Probably things like food, shelter, love, happiness. Then we divided our program to 4 modules: communication and teamwork, plantation, cleanliness and hygiene, and money management. But unlike other superheroes, our superhero did not have super strength, did not shoot laser beams through eyes. Our superhero instead protected nature, spread smiles, fought germs, and helped those in need. Breaking the ice between children and the team was important. A dance session was conducted to loosen up both the children and the team. This allowed for bringing the team and the children together for the very first time, where a connection was created. A connection that would last the entirety of the event and thereafter. They were first asked to draw an imaginary superhero, someone they wanted to become. They could then add any superpowers of their liking. Through this, an association was created between superhero and the children. Communication is the biggest hurdle for humans, but also is a skill that must be developed. For this, children were asked to describe their superhero and their superpowers in front of the class. Reward is the greatest motivator, and reward of their pictures being hanged on their class wall brought happiness within them.
And power is fire, electric is water.
Learning is interesting when there is treasure at the end of it. Students were allotted in supergroups of 4 with mentors guiding them. The hunt required coordination, communication, and a shared approach to an end goal. With parts of the puzzle scattered all along the ground, students raced against the clock. For reinforcements, chocolates were provided to imprint the idea of teamwork. The winning team exemplified how an effective team works and was awarded for their excellence. Cleanliness begins from oneself. An experiment was designed where chocolates were provided to test what the children would do with the wrappers. To our surprise, one of the students, Arus, took the initiative to collect the wrappers of his classmates and dispose it in the dustbin. It was a realization for the class that a superhero was already present among their peers. Simple techniques to hygiene were introduced in this session through fun videos. Here, a complete hand washing technique was taught along with instruction regarding self-cleanliness principles. Learning was evident by their enthusiasm to replicate and relay this technique to everyone. They had associated learning with fun, and this was the best combination to transformation. The day had to end on a high note. The most important learning was kept till the end. Recycling, reusing and reducing is the greatest hope for humankind against global warming and resource exhaustion. Teaching this to children was paramount for the survival of future generation. What better way to teach recycling than teach them to create flower vases? Like killing two birds with a single stone, this was saving environment along with expression of their creativity. Reflecting is a key to learning, and the day ended with reflecting back on what was taught. A new day and lots more to learn. Greeted with enthusiasm, the day began with an introduction to saving and money management. After stating what they wanted to be and how savings would help them in achieving those dreams, there was a general consensus that they were amidst superheroes as well as great managers for the future. To help them with their dreams, a piggy bank was provided to reinforce their saving habits. Encapsulated in the city life, even the adults fail to recognize the plants that provide for our daily consumptions, like rice, potato, maize, etc. Knowing a plant session was conducted to help children recognize these basic plants. Real plants were demonstrated and students had to guess the name of the plant. The new generation should be taught to take care of their planet, because if they don't, we may not have a planet to care for. Plantation, its process and its importance was taught through interactions and videos. Children were also made to plant a plant and write their names on the vase. They were given responsibility to take care of their plant. This will connect children to the plant and eventually to nature, enabling them to take care for it. A mere 3 days program cannot create a sustained impact. Recognizing this fact, orientation about our campaign was provided to the teachers. Small presentation on life skill based education, changes taking place in educational system and the way to move forward was made. Teachers were also requested to continue our efforts. At the end, a small surprise gifts were handed to each child. The gift comprised of stationery items, a soap, a toothpaste, chocolates and a piggy bank. Children were also made to play games. Teachers were made to plant some flowers.
One, two, three. We are superheroes. Yay! Yay! Yay!
This marked the end of a beautiful day and even more beautiful campaign.
यिनीहरूलाई पर्ने छाप जुन छाप बस्यो नि यिनीहरूलाई तपाईँले सिकाएको कुरोहरू यो उनीहरूले बिर्सिँदैन कहिले पनि बिर्सिँदैन धेरै ठुलो काम गर्नुभयो यसलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद थुप्रै थुप्रै धन्यवाद
रिश्तों के भी रूप बदलते